The Oklahoma State Cowboys. This is my official prediction of the team that is going to be most improved from college football 26 into college football 27. And why that is they're not going to look anything like Oklahoma State in the game next year. Coach Gundy showing the door. We've got Eric Morris from North Texas coming in, and he is bringing pretty much the entire offense with him. If we go into road to the college football playoff right now, Oklahoma State, a tier 5 team, 74 overall with a 71 overall offense. Still, I do still think the best tier 5 team. But if we go look at North Texas here, 81 overall, 87 offense. So really, if we want to look at how Oklahoma State is going to be in college football 27, we got to change something here. And really, we just have to look at North Texas because it's Oklahoma State's essentially just going to be North Texas this year. Everybody moving up from Denton to Stillwater. So we're going to look at, honestly, the North Texas offense and show why I think the Cowboys are going to be a fantastic team to use in college football 27. So if we go to the depth chart, I'm going to just be pointing out everybody that is going to Oklahoma State. We'll hop into practice mode with this North Texas offense. It's something we've done before, but I do think it is one of the better air raid offenses in the entire game. And this is going to give us our best picture possible for what Oklahoma State is going to look like next year. I tried to do like a dynasty mode sim ahead to transfer portal, up everything up to the max to try to get as many of these guys as I could. But that didn't really work out like I was hoping for. So here we are. So it starts at quarterback, Drew Mestemaker. Now, this guy, one of my favorite stories in real college football last year. He started as a freshman in high school, but then his sophomore, junior, and senior seasons, he had to play safety and was actually an I believe it was all state. It might have just been all district punter because Deuce Knight came in and became the starting quarterback at his high school. Then he still ends up walking on to North Texas. Doesn't get to start as a true freshman. It says he's a freshman here. That's not really true. I believe he was a redshirt freshman last season because not last season, but the year before, he came in for the bowl game for North Texas and was awesome in that. Earned the starting position last year for the Mean Green and was an absolute stud. Threw for nearly 4,400 yards, 34 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. This was when they finally started doing the roster updates. This was the team I was most excited for because North Texas was super fun team to watch last year. This offense was unbelievable. So Drew Mestemaker will be quarterback 1 at Oklahoma State. Halfback 1 for the Cowboys will be the halfback from North Texas, Caleb Hawkins, who I believe was actually a true freshman this past season. Another absolute stud headed to Stillwater. 1,430 rush yards, 25 rushing touchdowns. Him or Ahmed Hardy, the Missouri halfback, as long as he can come back 100% healthy for next season, those are my two guys for being halfback 1. I am so excited for Caleb Hawkins in the Big 12 with this Oklahoma State team. Guy is unbelievable. 91 overall, 91 speed, 6'2", 200 pounds. With those stats, he is going to be a monster in college football 27 next year. We got Mestemaker, we got Hawkins. We do have another halfback coming. This one actually from James Madison. Just a little extra depth. I mean, Hawkins is going to be so good. We don't really need much else. But we are getting Ayo Adeyi. Probably not saying that right, but he is also coming to Oklahoma State. So now North Texas, it doesn't stop there. We got some wide receivers that are going to be coming along with Morris, Mestemaker, and Caleb Hawkins. We got 3 of them, in fact. One of them being the standout receiver for the Mean Green last year, Wyatt Young, 87 overall, 90 speed, platinum double dip, gold cutter, had 1,250 receiving yards last year, 10 touchdowns added to the board. Welcome to Oklahoma State, brother. Then down here, we also are going to have Miles Coleman joining everybody else. And this is a lot like last year it was Southern Miss did this to Marshall. Very similar what Oklahoma State's doing to North Texas here. 81 overall, 91 speed, 5'6", 160 pounds. He will be going to Oklahoma State. Then wide receiver number 3 right down here, Terrence Lewis, 5'11", 165, 71 overall, 90 speed. So just looking at who is going from North Texas to Oklahoma State, we've got a very solid offense just with Mestemaker, Caleb Hawkins, these 3 wide receivers. Now we do have 3 other wide receivers also coming in. These ones not going to be from North Texas, though. We got 3 from 3 different schools coming at this point. So we'll go up here and get to Illinois, where we are going to have, there they are, Mr. Justin Bowick will be coming. 79 overall, 87 speed, 6'4". So at least we are going to have some height in this wide receiver room. We saw those North Texas guys were definitely on the smaller side. So good to see a little bit of height coming in from Mr. Justin here from the Fighting Illini. We have a receiver coming from Akron. Israel Polk right here, 80 overall, 89 speed, 6'1". A very solid group of wide receivers already. Then we have one more from Wake Forest coming in here as well. Chris Barnes, 5'7", more like what we saw with those North Texas wide receivers with the double dip, 81 overall, 91 speed. So we're going to have a good mix of speed, a good mix of route running. That Wyatt Young is going to be awesome. The smaller, shiftier guys with Barnes, Coleman, Lewis, get your bigger boys in there with Justin Bowick and Israel Polk from Akron. So the all-transfer offense of Oklahoma State is looking pretty dang nice. Now at tight end, this is an interesting one too, because it's actually not somebody from North Texas. The only skill position on offense, we are not getting anybody from the Mean Green, but he is coming from LSU, and it is Mr. D. Green. Let's get this over to tight end right here. 81 overall, 83 speed, 6'4" tight end. So just to recap how Oklahoma State's offense is going to look. The quarterback from North Texas, Drew Mestemaker. The halfback from North Texas, Caleb Hawkins. You have that James Madison halfback as your backup, or at least one of your backups. At wide receiver, 3 from North Texas, Wyatt Young, Miles Coleman, Terrence Lewis. 3 from other schools, from Illinois, Justin Bowick, Wake Forest, Chris Barnes, Akron, Israel Polk. Tight end from LSU, Donovan Green. There's not going to be a single player that we are going to start on offense in College Football 27 that is currently on the Oklahoma State roster. I don't think. I'd be pleasantly surprised, because the Cowboys, they do have good speed in the game this year. I'm not the biggest fan of their playbook, and we'll get to that here in just a second. But looking at Oklahoma State's current wide receivers, Gavin Freeman transferring out, going to Baylor. Terrell Davis, a senior. Rigby transferring out to Wisconsin. Sam Jackson, a senior. Had enough of these mother effing North Texas guys on this mother effing roster. Christian Fitzpatrick, a senior. Abshire isn't listed on the transfer page, but isn't on their current roster either, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Shatron is transferring out. He is going to Louisiana Tech. Jalen Lloyd, our 95 speed boy. This one kind of hurts. He is transferring out. He is going to the Florida Gators. So the entire wide receiver room is going to be different for Oklahoma State. The running back room, the quarterback room, everything on offense is going to be different for the Cowboys next year. But it's going to be an improvement, at least in the game. In real life, we will have to see, so many moving pieces. It can be kind of hard to gel, but because they're all coming from North Texas for the most part, you'll have guys that know that offense. You'll have guys that know how to work together. I'm on the Oklahoma State bandwagon for next season for sure. So quickly, let's go over just the North Texas offensive playbook. We're expecting pretty much this exact same offensive playbook to go to Oklahoma State next year. And I don't hate the Cowboys playbook in this game, but I mean, you have the bunch halfback strong. I just don't love it. What I do love is the North Texas offense. A lot of air raid, a lot of quick throws, quick screens, get it to your playmakers, get it to them in space, let them go make some gosh dang plays for you. So in the shotgun, we are going to have one version of split here, a little split slot. Some standard gun doubles. I love just regular gun doubles. Right away, we're going to see some of that different motion. A lot of ways to just get the ball quick to your wide receivers with like Z in and Y stick. What I do want to see here, and you can always tell it's an air raid playbook when a lot of the names of the plays are just numbers, like 617, the 94Y, things like that. Drag under, I do want to see if we have my favorite play in gun doubles, which is PA read. It doesn't look like we do. No, we don't. That's unfortunate. I absolutely love that play, but still a very, very good looking gun doubles with quick RPOs. Just a lot of ways. In my opinion, from what I have seen playing Road to the College Football Playoff, people will give you the underneath all day long. Like hardly anybody's going to shade underneath, get those 5-yard hooks, get those hard flats. So having plays, even like this Y shallow cross, tight end drags, very, very good online. Drag under, the drags coming from any drags, really any drags are really good in online play, in my opinion. So having all these just quick hitting plays, fantastic in their gun doubles. You have a few more versions of doubles with Y off and Y off weak. Again, we see some more sneaky little RPOs, some more motion going across here, a few different run plays. I mean, even in an air raid, you do still have to run the ball from time to time. At least in my opinion for this game, I do think it's very helpful to at least keep the defense a little bit more honest in terms of what they can do on defense. You can't just have them be guess and pass every single play. But you get the classics like, your vert comebacks, have a bunch of vertical threats, a couple comebacks out on the field there. So it's solid looking doubles Y off weeks, a lot more motion going on. These ones going to be your tight end. But having a little bit of a faster tight end like we are going to be getting from LSU is going to be nice for those type of plays. Another shallow cross concept there. Again, some PA reads. Not the one I like though, not the one from gun doubles. It actually might be PA zone read or something like that. It is PA zone read. I'll put a picture up on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. I freaking love that play. It is so good. But anyway, back to the actual North Texas team here. So we got the 3 versions of doubles, all nice. Got some normal Y off. Again, we're seeing a lot of those kind of quick hitting air raid concepts, the curl combo, the slot option. Just trying to spread the defense out and throw to where the grass is, as our guy Subtonic likes to say. Which, if you are curious about air raid offense as a whole, Subtonic Gaming, very, very good feature of that kind of offense. So you get your normal Y off, get some different slot left stacks. I've never been super comfortable with those kind of formations, so I'm going to kind of skip them in here. If you like those, come take a look at North Texas yourself here in practice mode. Some regular old Y off trips. This is pretty standard formation, I feel like, across. I feel like this is in every single playbook. I think everybody gets Y off trips, and you feel like there's never really anything super unique in Y off trips. Now, Y trio offset weak. Right away, we see some uniqueness here with that motion RB receiver is going on. Some pretty wild stuff in there. Get one swing going out to the right, a read option run, and then a play action play. Ilo Dig, a great just stock pass play here. So like Y trio offset weak, I like a lot better than something like Y off trips. You have that post wheel drag, another nice little just stock play. It's always nice to have playbooks like these two where there's a lot of formations and a lot of plays that you actually don't really have to hot route anything. So even when you're on the road, you don't have to worry about, oh, I can't call a certain formation, I can't call a certain play because I can't do the 6 hot routes or whatever it is you want to do on an individual play. Versus a book like this where it's pretty much all going to be open no matter what. So we like that. So this wing trio, a few more RPOs, a few more screens. Again, just trying to get that ball out and get it into space. Wing trio week, we're going to see a lot more of the same things, a lot of mesh concepts. Mesh, at least for college football 26 and just in football in general, one of the best concepts you can have. It's really going to be good against man. It's going to be good against zone. It's going to be good against match. You can never go wrong just calling some version of mesh, honestly, every play of the game, if you really wanted to get nasty with it. We do have some bunch wide here, the bunch off, kind of way off to the right. Not a big fan of those formations either, but tight open. This is one I do enjoy. We see a few zipper motion, not something you see in a lot of different tight open. So I'm just going to show what this is like. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. I feel like there's potential to it, but you see he goes left, he goes back right, and fake out going back this way. Then you can just kind of try to quick throw it. But I don't know. And I feel like in man coverage, let's actually put the defense in man. I really feel like they actually stick with it pretty good, better than you would think when they're in some man. So let's just call it cover one hole, try this zipper motion, see how Coleman can do on this. You can see the receiver actually really does a good job mirroring him and just stays right on him. Kind of got lucky because that corner sucks. But in real life, the back and forth, it kind of messes with the corner a little bit. Might end up falling a step behind. In this game, I feel like they just stay on that zipper motion so much better than they really should. So I'm not sure about the zipper stuff. Now we go back to some air raid stuff still here in tight open with like the Y cross, big Z spot. Slot post is one of my favorite just stock pass plays in the entire game. Some more screens, more mesh, a lot of mesh throughout this entire playbook, which is fantastic. Then we get to some spread sets, more motion coming across here, another shallow cross variations, quick slants, some more mesh. Keep the mesh coming. That Z shallow play I actually really like with that outside drag coming from underneath, coming from the right side, then kind of setting up that high-low between him and Y over the middle. 8 shallow cross, essentially a mesh between your halfback and your slot receiver, which is devastating. Such a good combination to have in this playbook. Or a ton of motion, just so much motion, it's going to make your head spin. Right up there with like Oregon in terms of how much motion we got in like Kansas. I think those are the main motion offenses in this game. We have one more version of spreads, some spread Y flex, Y sail, corner strikes, power reads, Y sticks, 617's got numbers in it. Must be a good air raid play. Some more mesh. Why the heck not? Just keep all the meshes going. Here's 3 more meshes for you. This time out of tray open halfback strong. All with some different slight variations. These we have B going on a corner on motion mesh, going on a post on the other two, and then your halfback swinging out to the flats on mesh and mesh post, but then going on a wheel route on that last one. So similar play designs, but just with little tweaks, little differences, and all with mesh. It's all good things. A lot to like about this North Texas playbook. With the depth chart that Oklahoma State is going to have, I think it's going to essentially be a better version of what North Texas is in the game this year, which is crazy to think about because the North Texas offense in the game, unbelievable, especially for a tier 4 team. So you get some more Trey 4 wide receiver here. Fairly standard Trey 4 wide receiver. You know, we got the quick, the Y corners. The switch verts and switch Z curl are something a little more unique. You don't see those in a ton of the Trey 4 wide. But other than that, fairly standard. You get a little double stack here, another formation. I just could never get to work for me. So if you can, more power to you. Then you randomly get a wide bunch in here too. Sure, let's throw just a wide veer and shoot formation in here. Why the heck not? The only thing I've really liked out of wide bunch is mixing in like the RPO, any of the RPOs, which is like an inside zone. So then if you have the numbers, you can throw the RPO. If not, just run it up the middle if you have the numbers there. We have 3 versions of empty here with the empty base. Now, none of these empties have the tight end attached, which is something I always prefer to have in my empty formations, but we do have some more unique plays out of this empty. A lot of, again, just attacking quick, attacking underneath. An inside cross, another mesh concept between your Y and A receivers there, stick and nod. Then some deep threats in here too. Once we're, you know, dinking and dunking our way down the field out of a formation like this, then all of a sudden we hit them with something like a 9-8-6. They're so worried about what's going on underneath. They're shading down in a cover 2, a cover 3. Good luck guarding a play like that, unless you are actually in a cover 4, and even then you're probably going to need to have a good user to be able to guard everything on a play like that. Shallow screen, sneaky, not a bad play. I feel like I never really liked it because a decent user you feel like is going to be all over, but they actually get picked up quite a bit by those wide receivers over on the right. We have an empty quad, so we're going to have 4 receivers over on the right, 1 over on the left. Wide receiver screen, all go. This is a nasty formation. The one thing I do wish we had like a QB zone or a QB power. I just like those better than QB draws when we're in formations like this one. And then in my opinion, the most annoying offensive formation in the game, bunch quads open. I hate going against this formation so much. It feels so helpless on defense because you have the halfback screen, you have the QB blast. You can just bounce back and forth between those 2 plays and get a good offensive drive going depending on what the defense is giving you. This formation drives me insane. There was a campus tour. I can't remember what team we were, but I know we were going up against Cincinnati, and the guy only called this formation for the entire game. And I wanted to die. It drove me so freaking crazy. So that must mean there's something to it and it's pretty good. Then you do have a little bit of pistol here, you know, not much. Full house close and doubles Y off. But this is how the offense for Oklahoma State is going to look next season. I'm expecting the playbook to stay pretty much exactly how it is. Maybe a few minor tweaks, but we know overall the concept is going to be the same. And Oklahoma State's going to have improvements at quarterback, at halfback, at wide receiver, at tight end, pretty much across the board on the offense. And that is why I think Oklahoma State is going to be the most improved team going from 26 to 27, and one I am very excited to try out. If there's any other teams that you guys are excited for and are going to use early when College Football 27 comes out, make sure let me know about it. I still have a few more that we are going to go over. I think we got this one and then probably 4 more of these, maybe even just 3 until College Football 27 comes out. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you are excited to use. And I do hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you guys next time. Until then, take it easy.